Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm gonna show you how I turned $2.25 into over $15,000 using Upwork. So we're gonna go over the exact proposal that I submitted. We're gonna go through all of the interactions that I had with that prospect up until they booked a call with me. I'm gonna reveal what actually happened and what was said on that call. Then we're gonna dive into what we were hired for and how much they paid us. And so I think this is gonna be a super valuable video for anyone looking to generate high quality leads for their B2B business. So with that being said, let's dive in. All right, so first I'm gonna review the exact proposal that I submitted to this job. And you will see that this was a little while ago. This was back in September of 2023, kind of towards the beginning of my Upwork journey. So you will see that there are many flaws in this proposal. I'm going to review the good, the bad, and the ugly of my proposal, and we're going to break it down. And for context, the job that I was applying for was looking for a Facebook ads specialist and a Facebook social media manager. So you can see here, I start with a nice title. It says proposal to manage the social media presence of medical accessory company. Now, obviously they had mentioned that they were a medical accessory company. I will say that this kind of sounds a little odd. Proposal to manage the social media presence of medical accessory company. It's just not grammatically correct. And so I should have fixed that. But moving on, you'll see that I have kind of a subheading right here that includes my phone number, my email, and my website. Now I'm going to blur this info out because I don't want everyone calling me, but I will say you should definitely not do this. I was actually flagged on Upwork for doing this exact thing. And so my account got briefly restricted. It didn't get banned. I got, a 3 or 4 day restriction, and then I got my account back, thankfully. But definitely do not put your phone number, email, or website into your proposals because you do risk the chance of getting banned. And so that is something I did that I definitely would not recommend. Now getting into the real proposal. It starts off with, before I get into the nitty gritty on how we plan to create an omnipresent social media strategy that gains more and more exposure each month, I wanted to let you know that we just launched our 164-hour flip-flop marathon end of summer special. If at the end of each week, 164 hours, you wouldn't run a marathon in flip-flops to keep our services and you feel you didn't get your money's worth, let me know and I'll cut you a check on the spot, refunding you for that week. And if you stick around until the end, you'll see I attached a personalized video breaking down our plan for you. And so this isn't terrible. It's not great either. If I had known what I know now, I probably would have made this a little bit shorter. It is kind of a lot, but I do like that it's kind of playful. It's lighthearted, right? There's an offer and a guarantee in there. It's a little less formal, right? And so there's positives and negatives to that, but you can see that I include our 164-hour flip-flop marathon end of summer special. And so there's a nice kind of a phrase for our essentially 100% satisfaction guarantee that we're offering. So I like that I did that, but these sentences are really long. And so if I had to do it again, I would probably try and cut that down a little bit. There are definitely some run-on sentences in here. And I will note, I think I already said it, but this was towards the beginning of my Upwork journey. And so you'll see that these proposals are super personalized, right? And so you'll see that even, I mentioned here, I filmed a personalized video breaking down our plan for them. And I attached it to the proposal in a Google Drive link. And so if you want to win jobs, that is an easy way. It doesn't cost you any more money. It just takes 3 to 5 minutes for you to film that video. And then you can attach it to your proposal. And when people see that, it's very obvious that you're putting in way more effort than everybody else. And 9 times out of 10, if they see that you did that, they're going to click on the video and they're going to watch it. All right. So now moving on to the second paragraph, I say, my name is Nico and I run a social media marketing agency that helps businesses grow through social media page management and Facebook advertising. My team and I have a combined 13 years of experience advertising online and managing social media pages, and we are confident we can create compelling visuals and run profitable advertisements on Facebook. As we're a team, we can definitely replace your old marketing manager with ease. and we can take on far more tasks as we have a team full of marketing specialists. Within our team, we have a handful of graphic designers and video editors who can pump out large amounts of high quality content that are optimized for each setting. So this paragraph is far from perfect, right? There, like I already mentioned, there are some run-on sentences that just sound terrible, to be honest. Like this one is way too long of a sentence, and there are some kind of grammatical errors in here. You can see right here, I have old marketing capitalized. There's no reason for that. But some of the good things that I did was I mentioned that, I include specific details that were within their job post. So they had mentioned that their old marketing manager was leaving or had already left or whatever. And so they were looking for a replacement for that person. And so I referenced that in the proposal, which definitely helps build confidence. And I mentioned the benefit of me having a team, right? I said we can definitely replace your old marketing manager with ease because we have multiple people who are each specialized in specific types of services. We have video editors, we have graphic designers, et cetera, et cetera. So that was kind of the positive and the negative of this second paragraph. Then I say, among the qualifications that make us uniquely qualified for this project are, I studied medicine in college and have a fundamental understanding of your industry and the proper tone of voice needed to resonate with your audience. Having excellent writing and communication skills, as well as having led consultations on social media management and Facebook ads. And having a team with over a decade of experience advertising online and managing social media pages. So I kind of like this list format. It is going to stand out to people, right? Because you say, these are the qualifications that make us uniquely qualified for this project. Obviously, I'm probably one of the only digital marketing specialists that studied medicine in college. I studied neuroscience in college, so it is technically medicine. Even though I did drop out of college, and so I don't have a degree, but I can still say that I studied medicine in college, which does make me unique, and it does give me an advantage because if I understand the tone of voice needed to resonate with their audience, because they're a medical accessory company, that is going to put me at a significant advantage. And then obviously these two are not personalized, but they still do provide social proof and provide me and my team with more credibility. So overall, pretty good job on this list here. Then moving down, I say, if you have any questions, we always respond within 24 hours. We post 4 to 6 times per week on each platform and log in once every day to respond to comments, DMs, etc. And if you check out our Google folder linked below, you'll find examples of our graphics, video editing, Facebook growth case studies, ads we've run, and content calendars we manage. And the second link will include a personalized video of me breaking down our plan for you. Right, and so obviously the first link is our portfolio, and the second link is, like I said, just a 3-minute video of me basically saying, just introducing myself and going a little bit more in depth. Right, video always allows you to go in more depth and more detail, and so if you can take 3 minutes and film a personalized video for a certain industry, I would definitely do that. Right. So that's all good stuff there. I got, not a ton to say about the links. It's good stuff. I would recommend you do that. This last paragraph, there are some run-on sentences, some missing commas, and this is like a super long list. I could have just shortened that quite a bit. It would have had the same impact, but regardless, it still gets the same meaning across. And then I end with, if you're interested in hearing more about our company, about how our company can help your medical accessory company grow on social media and run advertisements that lead to a consistent increase in website traffic and sales, then let's set up a time to chat. I linked my calendar down below. Feel free to choose a time that works best for you here, or you can message us on Upwork and we'll do our best to respond as quickly as we can, usually within 24 hours. And then I linked my calendar. So that is yet another thing that you should not do on Upwork. Definitely do not link your calendar. They do not allow people to take communication off of Upwork before a contract has been signed. So you could definitely get flagged for that as well. So that's the whole proposal that I submitted to this job. It is a lengthy one. Now I'm going to go into the messages that my prospect and I went back and forth on that led up to him booking a sales call with me. So after this proposal, he sent a message back that same day and said, "Hi, Nico, thanks for the proposal. Do you have any time available today?" I said, "Hey, Tyler, I'm available at 4 p.m. EST today, if that works for you." And notice this reply was 4 hours, a little over 4 hours after he sent me a message. So pretty quickly. He sent, "Shoot, I'll be gone by then. I'm leaving here at 3 p.m. Let's try for Monday morning if possible." I said, "Yeah, that sounds good. Monday morning, I just have our team meeting at 7:30 a.m. EST, and after that, my calendar is open in the morning. Let me know what time works for you, and I can send over a Zoom link." He said 9 a.m. I said, "I'll schedule it in right now." I asked for his email. He sent it to me. This is probably another thing that you should not do on Upwork. Don't ask for someone's email. You could get flagged. And if they send you their email in the chat, they could also get flagged. So, this was a while ago. It was 8 months ago. But regardless, I should not have been doing that. Then I sent him the email and scheduled in his free sales call. And so that was pretty much the extent of the interaction we had. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. He was immediately interested after receiving my proposal. You can see his first message was asking me to set up a time to speak. And so the back and forth was fairly straightforward in this one. I didn't really have any follow-up to do. It was just us finding a time to meet together. That is the proposal that I sent and how I got him on a meeting. Now I'm going to go over the exact services that we provide. Well, first I'll go over what we said on that meeting, right? What that sales call was like, the questions he asked, the objections I overcome, and then we're going to go over the services that we were hired for and how much they paid us. So for all sales calls that come in through Upwork, I use the same basic framework. So I start with an intro, we do some chit chat, get comfortable with each other, and then build some basic rapport. So I'll ask them how their day is going, how their week has been, simple stuff like that. Then I'll introduce myself and ask them to introduce themselves as well as their company. And finally, I'll ask them what made them post the job on Upwork and what their goals and pain points are. And from there, I move on to technical questions. And note that these are going to change depending on what industry you're in. And as a reminder, one of my companies, Social Sync Marketing, provides social media management services as well as paid advertising on Facebook, Instagram, and Google. And so for us, we ask, do you already have content or do you need someone to create it? And then we'll ask, do you have current accounts or do you need someone to create them? And then we will ask, what platforms do they need managed? And so in this specific scenario, he told me that they don't have content. They're looking for someone to create it. And they have a current Facebook page, but they need someone to manage it. And he also told me that because I had written in my proposal that we have a full team of graphic designers, he had asked me if we were capable of completing 2 catalog projects. And so that is a big plus for adding in more information into your proposals, because oftentimes companies do have more than one project going on at the same time. And if you, by chance, happen to offer multiple services, they might be able to give you guys multiple projects. And so that is what happened in this scenario. From there, I move on to my recommendation phase. So I ask them if they've had a chance to check out my portfolio, and whether they say yes or no, I'll share my screen and pull up my portfolio, and I'll show them an example of our work that I think is very close to what they're looking for. And then I'm going to ask them if this piece of work contains everything they're looking for. And the goal is to get a hypothetical yes. And so in this scenario, we got a yes. He told me that the example was very close to what they're looking for. And so from then, I make my recommendation. So I said, from everything you've told me so far, I think social media management for Facebook would make sense. And that includes 3 to 5 posts per week. It includes content creation, and it includes us logging into your account once every single day to respond to comments, DMs, and things of that nature. So I said, I think that would be the best fit. Would you agree? He said, yes. I said, awesome. So is this something that you'd like to move forward with? He said, yes. And then he said, he asked me about the price, right? And so you'll notice that this is going to be a pretty common pattern amongst people on Upwork that you're on a sales call with. is they'll say yes, and then they'll ask what the price is. And in this specific scenario, he asked me how many hours it would take us. And so you'll also see that that is a very common way for people to ask the price on Upwork, because for all hourly priced jobs, you're required to submit an hourly bid. So for this project, we bid $35 an hour. And then he asked me how many hours it would take us per week. And I told him it would be roughly 10 hours per week for the social media management service. Then we talked a little bit about the catalogs, and we came to the conclusion that it would take 2 hours to complete each page for his catalog. And so that was pretty much the whole sales process. Then he sent me the offer that same day on Upwork, and we started work. And so because we're on the internet and a lot of people lie, I am going to show you guys the exact numbers and how we build them, etc. And so on Upwork, I sent them the bill for the social media management, and we also did some paid advertisements on Facebook for them. So I sent both of those bills through Upwork, and then I sent both of the bills for the catalog creation service outside of Upwork. So you can see here, this is my account. This is me up there. And if I scroll down, you'll see that this is their job. And we billed them $8,796.67 on Upwork for the social media management and paid ads service. And then for the catalogs, I sent them the bill for the first catalog, which was $3,000. And I sent them the second bill for the catalog, which was $3,500. So in total, the whole project was a little over $15,000. And it all came from a proposal that cost me $2.25 to submit. Right? And so hopefully this video was helpful for you. The goal of me making this video was to give you some insights as to what that process looks like in signing a 5-figure client directly from Upwork. And so that's all we've got for this video. If you are interested in hearing a little bit more about what we do at Upwork Outbound, where we help B2B service-based businesses start generating revenue using Upwork, you'll be able to book a meeting with my team and I using the link below. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.